Hey, hello everyone.
Buddy.
Have we got some people here already? I think we
How many
have.
comments are already starting?
Oh my
you
word!
lot, you lot.
We got to catch up straight away.
We do. Right, should we start with some hellos?
We can, but yeah, go on then. We'll do the hello. I just want to say I'm so excited. We've got some news to tell everyone later. Yeah, about what something exciting is happening on our next stream. So we're going to give details of that.
Well, before that, let's start off with some hellos.
Yeah, I want to.
Okay, so let's do a massive shout out to Kerry and Stuart, who are home from their travels.
Kerry and Stuart are back in
They've
UK.
been really lucky, haven't they?
They've been away a long time, and they've just got off the ship we're going on, P&O Iona.
Yeah, how many
35 nights they've been on it. Oh, they've been all round across the transatlantic and all sorts. And before that, they were on Marella.
And the good thing is, they said they loved it as well, so that makes it feel so much better.
Yeah, because you know how apprehensive we are about going on such a big ship, and also the fact that we're trying something different from Marella. But Kerry and Stuart, brilliant. You've really helped put our mind at ease, and they've been answering our questions, so that's been really good.
There's a TUI sale on. Tell us about that.
TUI sale. Yeah, we went into the TUI shop the other day. We've got two, haven't we, in Telford? So we're really lucky. But we went into the one and she said, oh, we've got a sale on this weekend. And I know it's Sunday and you'll be thinking, well, why are you telling us now? But it's actually running all day tomorrow as well. And they have got extra offers on their cruises. And I sort of posed, I'm going to show you in a minute, 3 which I think are really good deals with Marella at the moment, if you can go last minute. But she said to me that they could probably work something more off the last minute deals as well. So you're going to be shocked when I show you these last minute deals in a minute.
Definitely. Do you want to do it now? Or
yeah, let's do it now. Let's show you what I think are the top. It's the first, that one there,
right.
This is the first one, and there's over £1,000 discount on it. It's 23rd of February, so it's quite short notice, and it's a 14-night cruise, but it's got over £1,000 off it.
Something I want to know is, I know that with the sale and all the different benefits, they're doing cabin upgrades. Does it affect discounted prices?
I don't think so. I think, I mean, this is based on an inside cabin because it does say on there.
But what if they book within that period? Could they potentially benefit from that?
Well, you could ask what an upgrade would cost.
You could push it.
Yeah, you could push it. Sometimes you got to watch these last minute because I have seen suites. Some of these prices for suites and balcony cabins and stuff.
Suite, didn't we?
Yeah, so it can be quite surprising, and I love that. Going and nosing these last minutes all the time. So that's the first one. 1693 should have been 2704, and it's going to or from Dominican Republic.
To be fair, that's a banging cruise. That is.
Yeah, because is it Dominican Republic?
That's not the
Dominican. There is one coming up in a minute though.
But that one, we've done sort of that one, and that looks amazing.
And even though that one is based on Birmingham, again, if you go in and ask, they would price it from the airport that you would want to go to.
Right.
This one is Colours of the Caribbean, followed by this is the La Romana one in Dominican Republic. So it's their new cruise that they introduced this year. And I have to say, it looks amazing, doesn't it? It's sort of
we've been
spiking out
into this, haven't we?
Yeah.
Because it's new, and I think this is something they're going to be really pushing on the sale.
She did say, didn't she, that the La Romana they are going to be offering discounts this weekend for that cruise, and this is a brilliant price. I know this is a bit soon, 25th of February, but if you've last minute and you've got no ties, then definitely worth looking at something like this. I mean, the itinerary looks stunning. We're definitely going to look at it for next year because it's on Explorer 2, which we haven't been on yet. So this is really spiking our interest. I might be able to persuade him to go.
I keep telling him go. 25th of February can go.
I don't want to go that long on my own.
It's only 14 months, 2 weeks.
I'll probably enjoy it more.
Right, and moving on
and to the last one. Oh, this one is amazing. Now, if you let me go on this one, this is A Taste of the Tropics, followed by Atlantic Adventure. It is a 23-night cruise, and it is again 958. My eyesight isn't brilliant, so a massive saving, 2,287 for a 23-night cruise. And look at all the stops. One of the things with transatlantic cruises is that often you only get 3 or 4 stops, and the rest is crossing the Atlantic. But this one, look how many different stops
the beautiful
you've got.
thing in this is you're really smashing the Caribbean, and then you're doing part of the sort of Canarian.
Yeah,
I think you go into. Do you go into? Yeah, you do. You go into sort of like the Spanish bit as well.
Yeah, it's mainly the islands we did last time, isn't it? There's some amazing islands there.
And then
really good value.
And then a short flight home.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you got your long one.
We better be careful because I dread to think how far behind
we could talk for ages.
So we better. So those are the three. What I think are three really good top. Interested, you'd probably be able to go into the travel agents and get more off as well. Right? Shall we do a little bit of catching up before?
Yeah. Let's say hello to everybody.
Yes. Let's
say. Where are we? So we've got Mary. See you in 55 minutes. We'll see you now, Mary. I'm seeing you right now. We've got Rock.
I hope Mary's here because we've missed Mary, haven't we?
For a while, and we have.
Mary's been away for a while and family commitments. So if you're here, Mary, lovely to have you.
Is in the room. Good evening, everybody. From Keith.
Hey, Keith. How
Cruising with the Whites.
Cruising with the Whites. Alex and Ryan. So good to have you here, boys.
We've got Patsy. Evening, Patsy. We've got Mary again. Good evening, Alison.
Oh, Bell. Mary's here. And Mary. Alison.
Oh, what's this?
Oh,
hi guys. My question is: some people say it's Sild on Anne. Patsy, Alison, help me out with that.
Yeah.
Comment again on what you mean. I'm confused with that one.
Alison is the person with the GoPro.
Oh,
she had a GoPro.
We're going to be talking about GoPros in a minute. Mandy's in the room. Hi, Mandy.
Hey, Mandy.
We got Billy Blacklock is in the room
Billy.
as well. Alice B. Hello.
Hey, Alice B. How's you?
Alison's come back here. Hi, guys. Our question is: some people say it's cold on a night on the ship in bars and restaurants. Did you experience this? How did you find it? So, we've only done the Caribbean and the sort of like Dalmatia bit, and it was never cold for us. Breezy some nights, but never cold, I'd say.
I mean, I do feel the cold, and I have to say that I never had a problem.
No. But
I have read on quite a few sites where ladies have said they wish they'd had a shawl or a cardigan. So it could be, particularly, I suppose, if you're wearing a dress and you've got.
It's easy for us men because we can just take a hoodie, zip up hoodie, but women tend to have a frock on.
So we've never felt cold.
What about a cardigan? I ticket women wear cardigans with a dress. I don't know how it works, but maybe.
A cardigan or a shawl or something. So it might be well worth having one just in case you do feel the cold, because it can get breezy on the top deck sometimes. But we've never noticed it cold, or I felt in my t-shirt, oh, I need something else on. I've never felt that.
Stuart and Kerry here. We just mentioned hello,
Stuart
guys.
Kerry.
How are you doing? Oh, Dave Hallett's in the room.
Dave, hello, hi Dave. How you doing?
David Taylor. Hello, David. Tony Perry.
Hi,
evening,
Dave.
lads. Hello.
Hey, evening, Tony. How you doing?
Kevin John Hines. Hello there, John. Kevin. John.
Who? Kevin John? Hi, Kevin.
Mandy's put Iona is big, but a lovely ship.
Oh.
Sent you some info the other week. You'll love it.
You did, thank you, Mandy, and I haven't had a chance to get back to you, so I do apologise, but I will get back to you.
Slacking. Right, Neil G is also here. 10 days until Barbados. Super excited now.
Wow,
I'm excited for
Neil, can I come?
I need some sunshine now.
I know, it's been a long winter.
Too long.
You doing this new job has killed me, not getting any winter sun.
Yeah, but I'm loving
next year.
Loving it.
So,
Kerry's also here. Hi, Kerry. Oh, they look nice. Could do with a holiday. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Kerry, did you just say could do with a holiday? I hope you don't mean yourself. I pray you don't mean yourself there.
35 nights on Iona.
That is incredible. Didn't they do one before as well? A cruise just before that?
Yes, they did. They did
Marella.
But I can't remember which ship. Was it Discovery 2?
Discovery 2, was it?
It could have been
But anyway, they've gone from Marella to P&O for a very lengthy time, so I'm jealous. Very, very lucky thing. We've got Anne Quiz in the room.
Anne Quiz.
Oh,
Ron. Hi, Ron.
I
want to go back on holiday with those. Oh, I know exactly. But if you just put in your search engine, Marella last minute cruises, it will take you to the page. And I think at the moment there's usually about 50 offers on there, not just for the Caribbean, they're also for the Med as well. And even if it's worth keeping an eye on them, because sometimes as it gets nearer and nearer, the price comes down a bit more. So I love going and looking at the last minute Marella cruises. So
he's always on it.
Always after.
He's always like, Dave, are you off on this date? Are you off on this date? I don't know. Go on your own. I'm joking. We've got B3 in the room.
B3.
Off on Discovery 3 weeks today.
Wow.
Cocktails and coconuts and tropical shores.
Oh, nice. I think, is that the one that does Aruba and Curacao and stuff like that? Which they're brilliant, aren't they? We love those.
Well,
islands.
it's their first cruise, and they're very excited and wanted to thank us both for the very useful information put on your videos. Thank you, B3.
Thank you
I hope you have
much.
a fantastic time, and I want to hear all about it when you get back.
Yeah, that's really nice that we've helped.
We've got Sharon in the room.
Hi,
Sharon.
Sharon.
Thank you for all the great info. First time cruiser going in August on Discovery to the Med, and you have really helped me put
that's
that.
good.
That's lovely.
Yeah, Marella, great. You'll love it.
We're trying to get Mike on a solo cruise so he can do some content on it, because we know that's the biggest question.
I was that close to booking a solo cruise today, but it's a long way in advance, so I don't think I should mention anything yet.
Not yet, because
I'm a bit like,
well, you never know. You might get a random deal sent through.
Yeah,
you might just want to book
the trouble is, I've seen that this cruise I was looking at, it's about a year and a month in advance, and if you don't book it, all the cruises that were similar this year, the solo cabins have gone, but the solo cabins were such a good price, so I'm really tempted by this one next year, and I'm that close to doing it. 4 nights.
Do it.
Yeah, I might well do.
Purely, I'm not trying to push him away, but I know that the biggest questions that we get asked, no, I'm not, is about solo cruising, and it's difficult for us because we go together with friends and as a couple. So to really immerse yourself in that and to get content for that, you need to go on a solo cruise.
Well, this company, and I won't say anything now, because if I do book it, I will give the information when and if I booked it. But this company got a bit of a bad name, or not a brilliant name, quite new to the scene, but the way they do their solo cruises is far better than any of the others I've seen. And so to me, it'd be well worth trying them.
Definitely.
But I will keep you all posted.
Death Boat. Didn't have to ask me. We got Amquiz back in. Hi guys, Ron. Is this Ron Critter?
Oh, is it?
I'm not sure. Here, want to go back on holiday with those deals. If it's Ron Critter,
we're saving Ron for later.
We are, yes. Chris, hello, Chris.
Hey, Chris. It's always good to see Chris here. I do, mate.
Harold Betterson. Hello.
And Harold, good to see you, mate.
And with a question, how's the
training?
It's fantastic. It's the best thing I've ever done in my life, and I'm not joking you. I feel like a different person. Even Mike will tell you, I'm tired, but I'm just like excited again, because the police was good, but the problem is it was I won't get into politics of it all, but I am so glad to be where I am, and I'm so thankful.
I feel that we've done that much revision that I've qualified as well.
He could be one. Bless him.
I wouldn't mind a couple of years on the training.
You love it. So
yeah, I probably would.
Right, we've got
where are we?
Tracy Clark. Hi guys, we've had a good weekend. We've been to Manchester last night, haven't we?
Oh, somebody decided yesterday they want to go to Manchester and back in a night clubbing.
It was weird. I had that beer Moretti Zero, like non-alcohol, and after about 3 or 4, I felt drunk. It was crazy. I went on my phone to check that it was definitely zero, not like 0 calories. But yeah, it was no alcohol. But it was weird.
Don't think I'll be having it again.
No,
it wasn't. No,
I liked it.
I didn't drink either.
I literally drink that stuff all the time. And the gin. Try the gin, it's nice as well. Right, where are we? Alex White, hello. 19 days to that cruise button. Is this Alex from Cruising with the White?
Yes, Cruising with the White. And they're going... Oh, you've just done one, haven't you? And now you're going on another? Yes, I think they're going... And I think they're going on Explorer next, but I might be wrong. I'm sure Alex will put us right. But yeah, how exciting.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Everyone's going on a cruise.
I know.
So are we, very shortly.
Oh, yeah, mate.
Alison has put, thanks guys, 3 weeks today we go. Hi Dave, it's the GoPro 13 Black I got for Christmas.
We're coming on to the cameras, aren't we?
So I am going to talk about cameras very shortly, but mine is a GoPro 10. Not much changes, a lot of features, but we'll talk about it in a minute. So I'm going to...
Well, 20 past 7, we'll sort of do a 10-15 minutes on cameras, and but obviously we'll still take any questions that you want and feed in between them. But we'll show you a selection of our cameras and what we do.
Harold, question. I'm thinking the Dominican Republic cruises, and then unfortunately I'll have to leave Marella. Need more age cruises. Do you know what? We feel you here. We spoke about this to them the other day. We also spoke to them why they're not doing fjords.
Yeah.
They don't know. I think it was cost. I think John Freeman said it was cost to do with the Asia cruise.
Yeah.
It wasn't worth their
while.
Well,
no, I think it was the problems in the Middle East getting the ship back was going to be a problem. So
Okay.
I think, but then you'd think that they now, you know, when things settle down, that they will reintroduce it, and that's what I'm hoping they'll do, because we were doing that Asia cruise if we could.
They've lost some real good
they've taken it
itineraries
off.
though. Like
I know.
they even lost the Cuba one, but
Yeah.
someone said I think Ambassador or someone picked up Cuba.
I don't know. I've sort of seen that they're really expanding, and I'm sure I read that they were doing.
Well,
Cuba.
someone's definitely picked up Cuba. So we'll have to keep.
But
an eye out for
we'll
that.
watch this space because I'm sure I read that they were doing Cuba, but I think somebody said Marella stopped doing it because of the problems with people going to Cuba.
Yeah, it's not great, and especially if you've been to America
Particularly if you
in a
want to
certain
go-
amount of
yeah.
time, you can't go in.
Yeah.
Right. So where are we? Sam and Jeff. Hello, evening, everybody. Can anyone tell me if Igloo are good to book with? We've never been with Igloo.
No.
They're like a dealer, aren't they? They like
Yeah.
have them all on the site.
Yeah. Yeah.
What I would tend to do is, first of all, if you find a price, contact the agent for that company and see if you can beat it. That's what I do.
Yeah.
So Igloo, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I presume do the usual and go and check trusted. I presume they'll be on there.
Yeah.
Trusted trader, and read reviews. Just search Igloo reviews and see what comes up.
But I would always say, and I'll stick by this, get the price, ring the company. We deal with P&O to book direct with P&O and see if they'll beat it. Because do you know what? They have a lot of maneuverability.
And don't forget your local, travel stores. They
Mike keeps calling them estate agents, by the way.
I know.
Calls them estate agents all the time.
Because we've been looking at travel. I was saying travel agents. We've been looking at estate agents.
Well.
So that's making me say estate agents instead of travel agents.
Right, Mandy Benton. Our next cruise is P&O Ventura on the 3rd of April. And everybody says, Mandy, you've just come back as well. You're all taking the mick.
3rd of April. Well, we won't feel so bad you going 3rd of April because we're having a 4-night break in Gran Canaria, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going for a little bit of a few days sun in Gran Canaria on the 4th.
If anyone's on here that's been on the Ventura, chuck it in the comments.
I think it's one of the smaller ships.
Yeah, it's Iona and Azura, the big ships. Which is the sister ship to Iona that does the fields as well?
Arvia is the big one.
Arvia.
But somebody has said they think that P&O are sort of neglecting the smaller ships, and that's why they're short-staffed. And there's been a lot of problems with the smaller PO ships reportedly being very short-staffed. And people think that it's because they're putting their efforts into the ships like Arvia, Iona, the bigger ships, and that is the way they're going to move forward. Their smaller ships will disappear, and I think over time, and I think that'll be a great show.
It was one of the community said, didn't they, about the fact that Marella are so good because their customer service, they're all smaller ships, they concentrate on that customer service element.
But we had some shock news, didn't we, when we went into the
I'm pregnant.
Estate agents, not the estate agents, the
travel agents.
Yes, because we had a whisper that there was a rumor that Marella are having a new ship.
It's not official, and if it happens, it'll be many years off. I can't see it happening because mine shift will always take precedence on new ships and then give us the old ships. But it was a rumor. If it happens, it will be fantastic.
I don't think it'll be a good thing because one, will they stick to the size because I think Marella works with the size ship they have, and the fact that I think it would lose that sort of budget label because they'll have to put the prices up if it's a new ship.
My worry is, because it'll technically be classed as luxury because it'll be brand spanking new, everything on their brand spanking new. So they'll go in at that market level higher, which they could have done with Voyager if they'd have played their cards right. My worry is they're going to start messing with the drinks packages and stuff where you've got your all inclusive and class systems, which I don't like. I think they'll make a real mistake if they do that. But hey ho, I'd rather have the older ships from mine shift and do them up.
I think Marella works, and I think even though they're old ships, I just look at the ships like Voyager, Discovery, and I just look at them in the port and think they look beautiful. And I think
they look neat, Marella ships. They do look neat.
Yeah, and I think it wouldn't a brand new ship for Marella spoil that sort of what they're known for. But anyway, we'll think. Watch this space because it would be a few years anyway.
We'll see. So yes, Mandy, hopefully someone will comment on Ventura now. Kerry McCullough, 49 on Iona Boys 2, back to back.
7 on Discovery, a week in Portugal.
I think someone needs their own YouTube channel, Kerry.
I think someone needs to remember they've got a home in the UK.
Mandy agreed.
But I have to say, hope you're feeling a lot better now, Kerry, because it didn't all go smoothly.
No. Fingers crossed that you get.
So hopefully you're a lot better now.
Yeah. Mandy says, go for it, Mike. You live once. And I agree.
I know.
I mean, how many other people's partners would say, yes, go for it? And yet he won't.
I know. Well, maybe I'll have some news very soon.
Mary's also put, go for it, Mike. Book the solo. Life is too short. Look at the great content you can get. Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's a market that we've never hit before. And we've seen that there is a need for that sort of market out there.
I really do feel that I want to try solo cruising just to see what it's like. And it won't be a long cruise, but I just want to put my toe in the water so I've experienced it. And so when people speak about solo cruising, I'll have experienced it.
Exactly. And you can comment.
And I can comment. And I might love it so much, I want to keep going.
Well, Harold has propositioned you here.
Yeah.
You can go top and tail and go on a booze cruise to Amsterdam with him.
Don't think there'll be much filming done, will there? I'll be too drunk.
Oh, okay.
We'd be a bit wobbly.
You know what I meant.
Yeah.
Sam and Jeff, question. Evening, everyone. Can anyone tell me if Igloo could come to book with?
You had that one.
We have. But this is it again. So if
Right.
anyone's booked with Igloo,
let us
please
know.
comment in there so we can
Let
pass
us
that
know.
on. Alan Candy, we can't possibly say what he was talking. But
Alan.
Yes, we don't know. Okay, Keith. Hello, Dave and Mike. Sorted my seat on the plane. It was my fault, not Chewy.
Hold on, I've lost. Where's the question? Have you put it on the screen?
No, Keith. I keep forgetting to do that.
Yeah, you do.
So Keith basically has had a fault with his seats on the plane. It was my fault, not Chewy. What did you do, Keith? I need to know what you did.
Oh,
right in the bottom there, because I can't remember.
Keith has probably told me, and with my memory, I can't remember either.
You may as well just.
But I'm glad you sorted it.
Directly email me.
I'm glad you sorted it, and I'm sort of glad it's not.
I worry though. It's like what problem we had. It won't be because he says it's his fault, but I worry it'd be like that whole forgetting to book and then like being set.
Can I quickly very much say, because we've gone out of order a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I had a few little pieces of news. Firstly, just to 100% confirm, somebody commented on one of our videos this week that they were receiving 1.5 liters of water every day. And that puzzled me because we had been told that it had finished. So while we were in TUI, they told me that, yes, the 1.5 litre of water has ended, but they are still honoring it to people that booked before a certain time. Now, I don't know the date that this came in, but yes, if you booked your cruise on a certain day, then you will still get your 1.5 litres, but otherwise it has now finished. You won't get litre in your premium package. Secondly, just to remind the importance of everybody that are going with Marella on a cruise, if you want specialty dining or excursions, it is so important that you go on the cruise planner before your cruise. They're usually on there about 3 months before, and that you book what you want to do, and also when you book, you will need to pay for them so it's done and out the way. Because if you wait until you're on the ship, or if you click on it and think you've booked it, but you haven't paid for it, you haven't booked it.
Not valid.
So, some of these trips will sell out. And if there's an excursion that you really want to do, anything with transport in, like bikes, boats, buggies and things like that, always tend to sell out. So make sure if you want to do those, you pre-book them before the cruise so you're not disappointed when you get on the ship. And finally...
Fridges.
Confirmed
the fridges.
Yeah, confirmed the fridges have definitely been removed from all the rooms apart from suites.
Remember booking through the customer system thing to get one.
Yeah, if you need one for medication, they will provide you one. Ring up Assisted Travel. It's easy to find the number on the Marella website. Ring up Assisted Travel team and let them know that you need a fridge for medication and you should be able to have one in your room. Not leave it at reception and let them look after it.
It's why they've left the cavities empty, so they'll fit back in. So they do have a stock of them.
I think there was one more and I've forgotten what else it was going to be. Can you bring up my notes?
done that.
Oh, Silver Fork.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yes. Now, when we cruised some time ago, you could not book Silver Fork on Voyager pre-cruise. You had to wait till you were on the ship to book it. Now they have opened it up that you can pre-book Silver Fork. Don't miss Silver Fork. It's an amazing restaurant.
It is
amazing.
One of the best restaurants we've had.
Yeah.
We didn't pre-book that, but we did manage to pre-book the one on Explorer, didn't we? Which went backfired.
Oh, it was
because
Explorer,
we weren't meant to.
Yeah. What we would say is, when we went on Explorer, we weren't supposed to be able to book the dining room. Is it the dining club? The dining club before we went on board. But for some reason, a week before we went on board, I went on looking and it came up available to book. So I booked it, paid for it. And then on the ship, we went for our meal the night we'd booked it for. And it was lovely, amazing. If you're going on Explorer, don't miss the dining club. It's well worth the extra money. And fortunately, always check your room account before the night before at least, so you've got time to go to reception and sort it out. Yeah. We checked our room account and saw that we'd been charged again. So we'd been charged twice.
And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy sorting out.
Oh,
I
it wasn't.
Prove it on my my credit card bill that we paid for it.
Yeah,
it was difficult, but we managed to get taken off. So
we had to see the restaurant manager, and they were just, I think, so shocked that we'd been able to pre-book it because it shouldn't have happened. But I don't know whether that's being able to pre-book it. If you are going on Explorer and you know whether you can now pre-book, let us know, because at the moment I've only been told it's the Silver Fork. Right, we better talk about cameras. Should we just do a couple more?
No, we'll carry on in a minute. So everybody, we are going to come back to the comments. We're going to quickly talk about cameras because we had set time.
Yeah,
So
somebody asked us what cameras we use and for filming, etc. So we thought it'd be fun. We're not experts in photography. I don't know the ins and outs. All I know is that I love tech, so I tend to just feed on tech. And so we'll go quickly through what we use for filming.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first then.
So the reason why we choose these cameras is because of ease of use and also carryability. I know the word I'm looking for. Better ask you in a minute. So we look for the premium level of camera to get the best quality footage, but the easiest to carry around with us. And we have 3 specific cameras that we use. Well, no, 4 actually, because we use our phones as well. We'll get into that in a second with Mike. So the 2 that we use majoritively the most is, first of all, this one here. So Alison has got the version 13 of this. I still use version 10. So this is the GoPro.
10 was a good version,
though. And this GoPro is great because it now comes with the LCD panel on the back, so you can see what you're filming. And you can also see on the front what you're filming because it shows you both aspects. The reason why these are good is because you can do editing features within the camera. Things like you've probably seen my In a Nutshells, where I do what's called a time warp, which means it can go from fast to slow, fast to slow. And I can do that on the camera. It makes it easier than coming home and spending ages editing each, slicing it and editing each clip to be fast and slow. Do it on the camera, done in seconds, great. So that's the thing. It comes in 4K and it films in a very high. I'm not going to talk about rates of frames per second because a lot of people won't understand. It films in a very high rate of frames per second, which means you can get really good slow motion shots that are really good quality and they don't flicker because there's a lot of frames in that shot. So the GoPro 10 is mine, really good camera. And of course, the higher you go, the better it's going to be.
And remember, underwater.
Oh, yes. I think this films, is it 50 meters, 120 meters? I'm going to go with 50 meters, but it films underwater and it films at the same quality underwater. It does not leak. It's fantastic. And also you can get, because the microphone's built into this, we just get ourselves a little windshield protector. You can get different types of ones, expensive ones, cheap ones, and it goes round and it basically stops the wind from blowing in the thing. So you can still get a good quality sound. The second one we have.
The interesting thing, isn't it, as they've developed, is you used to have to get a case to go underwater. You used to have to put it in a case, and now you don't. You can just go under as it is, and the same with what he's going to show you next. So do you want to show a bit of footage of the underwater?
Oh yes, let me quickly show you. This is this is really old. This was done on a GoPro.
Yeah. This would have been a
6. It was a 6. It's a GoPro 6. So we're talking many years ago. Excuse us in wetsuits, or Mike in a wetsuit.
Hey, action man! Oh, look at me above the sharks.
But you can film really good quality footage.
Don't tell anyone there's a glass panel there.
Yeah, there was a glass panel, but we didn't know that because we walked around the corner.
Clever, love that. I want to be able to do that.
Right. So that is what can be done, and that's on an old GoPro.
Yeah.
The ones now are 4K.
Oh,
So
Alison,
really good quality.
get your GoPro underwater
Yeah.
filming. It'd be amazing.
Secondly, we have the this is the Action. This is by DJI. The Action
5.
Again, it's a fantastic same camera. The setups are the same. Click and goes. They do come with professional standards that you could do ISOs and different things like that. But it's got a click and go facility that is fantastic. Different color ranges on both these cameras. The reason why we have these is because I'm not sponsored by Fred Perry. You probably see me in Fred Perry all the time. It's because it's my brand of choice. But the reason why we have is because I tend to go and hold in my man bag. I don't take a backpack out. My man bag, and it goes in there, and it fits perfectly, and I can close it up, and I can carry it around with me and get it out and film. Mike's got his telescopic thing for long selfies. Or
I've got about a 6-foot pole.
Edge of cliffs. I'm scared of heights. So I extend that and I can just do that. And, you know, I'm not nowhere near the edge.
But it folds down really, really low.
So these are great. You can even get them afloat on. So if you're at sea and they fall in the water, they're not going to drop. They float.
These are good as well because you literally just, they come off and you can put them on and something. So I could take that off there and straight on there. Do you just want to show a little bit? Because the GoPro does something that this one doesn't. This does most things, but it doesn't do the time warp, which the GoPro does. So
I'm trying to remember, is it?
No, it's the one in
slow-mo time warp.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one.
Right. So as you can see,
that's the end.
When I said,
why has that gone to the end?
I don't know, but we'll try
again. There you go.
So as you can see, when I said about editing takes a long time to come home and cut all the clips and this and that. You can do it on this. You can go from fast to slow just by clicking the time warp button or the stop and start as it is on the GoPro itself. It just cuts out a lot of work and hassle. The quality is not great on here because obviously, you know, this is streaming through a thing, but in real life, this will be 4K quality. So it's a really good product to have. Right, I'm going to come out of here.
And we've also got, you've got that one. Yeah. Shall I do the phone first? Give you a break?
Yeah, okay.
Right, obviously, phones these days, I used to have a Canon, I think it was a Canon D50 or something, or E50. And I loved that camera. It was a big, sort of semi-professional type camera, massive lenses, but it got to a stage where it started getting really heavy. And I had it in the day where it was just photos on there. Now, of course, you can do film and all sorts on it. But because it got so heavy, I started exploring other things. And then, of course, now, to me, all I've used for all our cruises so far is my phone. The iPhone has got a brilliant camera. There are so many settings on here. Of course, you know that I like to do shorts of the shows. They're easy to do on here. Clip it that way. I literally do all my filming on here. Let me just show you a little bit of
you can show that in a minute.
A little bit of the slow-mo, because obviously you can do slow-mo on here. And if you're lucky, you just get a good shot. I got the bird coming in.
I think you'll find I filmed that one. Just saying.
I don't take credit for something, my work. That's my work. It's got my name on it, my phone. And also have a look at the time lapse. This is the one I did on the ship in the Caribbean. I can't remember exactly where, but it was off Voyager coming into one of the islands. So don't forget, apart from just taking pictures and video, you've got some amazing things you can do on here, like slow-mo, time lapse. There's all sorts of possibilities.
You can
don't just explore.
Just quickly tell me, if you get a phone and you don't realize if it's American, it'll be set to American. Go onto the settings, change it from NTSC,
I think it is, to PAL.
Because PAL is the British version, and you won't get the flickering lights when you go into
stop. You know how you watch videos and the lights are flickering like mad. It drove me up the wall, and I had no idea how to stop it. But it's the video format. If you find video format under your camera, then change it from NTSC, I think it is, to PAL. So it's basically the American to British. Right? Can I show my my big boys?
Oh, here we go.
Right. First of all, look at this. Wow.
Boys and their toys.
Oh, boys and their toys, exactly. This was my first drone. It's a Mavic Pro. And do you want to just play the drone? This, when drones came in, just opened up all sorts of possibility. So this is one of our, well, it's certainly my favorite beach in the UK. This is Newborough Beach in Anglesey. And it just shows what you can do with a drone. And it just opens up. I only put a short bit on. The problem is This drone is big to carry around because as well as this, you've got the batteries, which are big. You need to be registered with the FPV UK. I've got a license. I've done the training. This is a serious drone and it can cause damage if that drops out the sky. But I've got public liability insurance as well. But DJI have now bought out this cute little thing.
Baby version.
This is a DJI Neo, and you can launch this from your hand. You don't need a controller. You don't need your phone. With the drone I've just showed you, you need the drone to be able to monitor it, call it back if needed, and you also need the controller. This one has got 6 functions. It will go sky high. It will go out and film you. Let me just show you if it's on the media assets. If you come down and do the DJI Neo out. Now, I don't think the picture quality is showing up very good in here, but this, I'd sent it out and here it is coming back towards us.
And there's the boys.
And there's the boys as well who have been on the last 2 cruises with us. And it'll even land back in your hand. And the picture quality from this, I've been amazed at. But I've used it in this country. I've done some amazing footage in this country. I love using the drone. I want to take it abroad, and I thought this would be my chance to take it and film the ship and stuff. But of course, I can't because what's on the banned list?
Well, Norway.
No.
Is it the whole of Norway?
Ships. You can't take
them
them
so it's
on
not
the
Norway.
Ship. No, Norway. See, I've done the European test, thinking, oh, I'll take it. I mean, if it gets confiscated, it gets confiscated, but I'm not going to take it on the ship when it's a banned item.
Well, we do have others. We have some older DJI, the Spark. We have a Mini as well. So we have other drones we could take. Yeah. We don't care about losing those. But I thought it was the fjords area that was banned.
No, I mean, the trouble is with drones, it's, you know, when I got the drone, I thought, oh, I'll be able to take it all over the... No, it's so difficult because even though I've done the European safety test, certain countries you have to report it to their aviation and it's so much hassle. The drone has just been a bit of a nightmare really, because I had such expectations. I've no intention of wanting to fly this on the ship because there's too many people on there and I would not want to drive people up the wall. But imagine we're going up to the glacier in Norway and imagine I would be able to get some filming up high, or even when we go off the ship, just getting the ship in the distance. And unfortunately, unless the laws change, I can't use it. So I love it, and it's great for doing some sort of.
But why can't you take it with you and just use it at the glacier? It's only banned to use on the ship.
Yes, no, but I don't think they're going to take it off you if they find it on as your bag goes through on the ship.
Okay, right. I'm going to quickly move on because we're running.
Yes.
So last but not least, if you do want to be a vlogger and you want to start making videos on YouTube, you don't have to have all this bump. Okay, your phone is fine. And if you want to make it even more steady, you can get a DJI gimbal or any gimbal as such. This one here basically just steadies the phone as you're walking and stuff like that,
so you don't get the shake.
Or you can buy this little contraption. Now, this cute little thing is a DJI.
That's an Osmo 2.
It's the small handheld when it comes to a little case, and when you turn it on, it's got the built-in. Oh, wrong button. It's got the built-in
stabilizer
sort of gimbal on it, which means that when you're filming, it stabilizes itself. But the good thing with this one is as well, if you're on your own, like Mike will be, you can use a little thing that rests on the floor, and you can put follow me, and the camera follows you around wherever you go. So you can film yourself walking and do all sorts of things.
And I think they're now, this is quite old now, because I think they're on about the DJI Osmo 4, so it'll do even more. What we loved about that is you can set it on the little stand, and it will not only time-lapse, it will rotate. So you get sort of a double aspect time-lapse. So it's a really clever little piece.
Yeah, small it is. Fits
in your pocket. Yeah,
perfect.
Easy.
Right, camera's done. I hope that's helped people know what we use. Just remember, a phone is all you need.
And just remember, take as many pictures.
Yeah.
I will just say, because the one thing that I've been caught out a few times in the Caribbean, your phone only has a set amount of memory. And the trouble is in the Caribbean, I was taking so much gigabytes because we were doing 4K gigabytes. That it was eating up my memory, and I got to the stage where it was telling me my memory was full to delete. And of course, because we got no Wi-Fi, because the Wi-Fi wasn't strong enough in the ports. It wasn't catching up to put it in the cloud. So fortunately, our friends told us, there's a memory holder that you can plug in the bottom of your phone, and you can transfer all of your data onto there and then delete it off your phone. So if you are someone that's worried about eating up because your memory, then think about getting I'll try and put a link on here at some point in the future as to point them out for you, because they're really useful.
Right, we're moving
back to
on.
questions, because we must have loads of catching up now.
Find where we are. Right, bear with.
We passed Harold.
No, he said a couple.
Oh,
carry on talking. I'll find it.
Sorry. Right. Okay. So I don't know what to say now. Oh, and of course the other thing is we have just sort of not long got these DJI microphones, which I am really looking forward to using on my solo cruise, because they are such good quality. The sound on here will be immense, and they also block a lot of the wind noise out. So we've recently invested in those to try and improve our quality, because that's what we're trying to constantly do, isn't it?
We're trying to better ourselves constantly to make better content for you guys, basically.
Yeah, I do believe that as you go up in the number, so if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit the like button. So important to us. As you go up in the number of subscribers, I think at some certain stages your quality that you're allowed is a little bit better. So when you start on YouTube, I don't think you're being able to upload at the best quality. So it's very important for us to get the subscribers, and we just want to keep improving, and looking at how we present things and trying to improve that. So
right, let's move on.
I'm ready.
Okay, so Harold. Hello, Harold. Glad you enjoyed the train work. Policing isn't like it was. Well done. It wasn't. When Mike left, it was bad. It was even worse when I left.
I've never, from the day I left, I've never wanted to go back. I don't miss it. I did my 30 years. Enough. Thank you.
Patsy and Ian, we can't wait. We're away in 10 days for Voyager 2. I was in Voyager 2. I was at Voyager 2. Is there one?
Yeah.
The Voyager. 2 whole weeks. We're fed up with this Scottish weather. We're fed up with this British weather. It's terrible down. It's so cold. It was like 1 degree today or something, wasn't it?
Oh, it's just the constant damp. The damp. I've never had such cold fingers. I got fingerless gloves. I'm going to have to upgrade to full gloves now. Taking the dog out, it's like a nuisance having to keep taking gloves on and off.
Oh, it's just wet.
It's just wet, and there's so many leaves around us, and it's just muddy. It's horrible. So, Voyager, you must be going on Paradise Islands and Taste of the Tropics, which is amazing. We love that cruise, didn't we?
We did.
Anyway, I'm leathering.
Mary has put the part on the film Ghost where you probably didn't know what he's on about here, but there's a part where the head comes through the thing, and then the old guy on the thing goes, "Get my ground." That'll be me.
That'll be him when I get on.
Yeah, definitely. Harold has put, question, please, could you have a Manchester meet and greet next door? Oh, yes, you up that way, Harold. Definitely. Yeah, that'd be lovely. Can you imagine doing a meet and greet? Problem is, people are spread all over. It'd be so difficult for them to get to us. Yeah. But I didn't know you're up that way, mate.
Yeah, it'd be good sometime. I think get together somewhere local.
Defo.
Well, middling. Yeah.
Tracy Clark, need you to do the solo cruise, Mike, for all the info for when I do my next year.
Yeah, Tracy, I think I was sort of 95%. After tonight so far, I'm about 90%.
He can't cope without me, is what he's saying. I'll have a break, it'll be like a holiday for me. Good throw, Tull. Okay, hey guys, which would you say is the most modern Marella cruise ship if you've been on? It's got to be Voyager.
Yeah,
because it's the newest. Although saying that, some of the ships are quite different. They're all different in their way, but Voyager is probably the most modern as is.
Yeah. I think Discovery 2, because it was our first, will always be a little bit special because it was Discovery 2 for first timers is ideal because it was an easy ship to find your way around. But certain areas on Discovery 2 were like, oh wow, that's beautiful. And
Explorer is the one out of them all that I think needs the refurb next.
And Voyager was just because it had recently been refurbed. There was new things on there. Yeah, I mean the certain areas like the kitchens, the
what's it called? The bar above, where that we loved.
Summer House.
No, the one we loved with all the. It was like a play.
Oh, the Exchange.
The Exchange. That's not only the ships.
So my memory a problem?
I know. I'm tired.
Yeah, the exchange was lovely, and so they'd really spent some money on areas of Voyager. But we just absolutely love the Voyager. The theatres on all the ships we've been on have been superb.
Really spacey.
Love
really
the fact that there's always seats.
Although just be mindful, they're bigger on the Explorer, Explorer 2, and Voyager. Different setup on Discovery 2. I didn't mind it. Because remember, you've got the lower sort of side panels where it's higher on the other ones. But all good stuff.
I think what we're looking forward to is going on a modern ship. I think Iona is 2 years old at the most. Yes, and I think we're going on her in May. And I think it's going to be a bit of an eye-opener for us. And we don't know which way we're going to go. Are we going to love it more or are we going to love it less?
I'm not leaving Marella, though. I still love Marella.
No, we want the full set Marella set, don't we? And we've still got Explorer 2. The Romana to do and the Explorer 2, and we've got Discovery to do.
Dave Gardner, hello lads. Dave and Jill joining in.
Hi, Dave and Jill.
Hello,
how you
Dave
doing?
And Jill. Guthrie, question. Hey guys, which would you say is the most modern?
Done that one. You're going to get sacked at this, right?
I know. Alex White.
Oh, Discovery 2.
Yeah, we're on Discovery 2 in October last year. I thought it was Discovery 2. Med on an next cruise in Canary Islands. Ooh.
Wow. Well, Discovery 2, I've already said, it's special to us because it was the first Marella we went on, and it was what really we went on Celebrity in 2010, and although we enjoyed it, we didn't get the cruising bug. We didn't come back thinking, oh, we're going to go cruising again. It was like, oh, that was done. That was okay. It was nice. But Marella, Discovery 2, that got our wow. I want to go again. I want to cruise again.
Robert has put just back off first ever cruise, Marella Explorer 2, the adults only, in the Caribbean. Enjoyed it, but think 1 week cruise and 1 week stay would be better than 2 weeks cruise. There's been many times where I'd rather have had like a stay as well. Yeah. I'm one of these people that gets a little bored sometimes if there's too many sea days. So I get where you're coming from there. Some people go there because they love to be on a cruise ship and they love chilling on sea days.
Well, I have to say, you do sort of still want your land-based holidays, and I think if we did the Explorer 2, then that is an ideal setup probably for us. You can have a week
and a week.
Yeah, and I'll have 2 weeks on the cruise.
Yeah, I'd go for that.
You can get off after the first week.
Ventura.
Oh, is
it Ace? So that's for Mandy. Mandy's question.
Billy, hold on, Billy, put me right though. Is Ventura one of the smaller P&O ships?
I'm waiting for an answer.
I think it might be. Well, yeah, and then we'll say, what was that too?
Yeah. Kevin.
Hey, Annette.
Hello, Mike and Dave from Annette Hine. Hello, Annette.
Kevin. Hello.
Annette and Kevin.
Annette and Kevin, welcome. Always good to have you.
And Hines again. Mary. Our next one is Marella 2, Transatlantic in March. Much like Harold said, after this year, I'll be looking at other cruise lines as nothing new on Marella.
No.
We feel the same. We feel they need to start again. The older ships, they should be taking them to dry dock. They should be having full refurbs, take them out of service for like the year, and bringing them out fresh because they are older ships now. Some of the older Marella ones, like Explorer, haven't been done for a long time.
No, and I mean, the thing is, we've done 3 Marella on the trot now, and the theatre shows are always the same. Not always the same, but we love the theatre shows. So
they're good.
So don't get me wrong. We absolutely love going to the theatre, but I'm really interested about P&O because I've heard the entertainment in the Sky Dome is weird, particularly Nicole Shirt Swinger. Yeah, the only way I remember it. That her show called is apparently very weird. So I'm not sure whether we're going to sort of stick that. And also, I'll be interested to see how their shows compare to the Marella shows. It'd be really interesting.
Definitely. And quiz. We're trying MSC September 2025 and September 2026. Never booked MSC before. Has anyone been on MSC? Is it as good as Marella? MSC is a whole different level of cruise ship. They tend to be massive ships. They tend to be catered for families, entertainment and fun. It's the ship, if I'm not mistaken, that has the inward balconies. The look on, I'm sure MSC is the one with the street, and the park and the back. You can have inside balconies, which is a bit weird.
Or is that Royal Caribbean?
No, I'm sure it's MSC. I'm sure it is.
Well, MSC is big ship, so it's. I mean, we'd like to try an MSC at some point.
They're Italian, right?
Yeah,
I think their food I've heard as well is very Italian based as well.
I mean, I think we'd like to try them at some point, and I'd love to try NCL as well. So they're on the radar. But I want to try them all, really, so that, we can truly know, because we love Marella, but we could be missing something better. And for you, maybe MSC, but come back and let us know what you think of MSC, because we're definitely going to try it at some point.
Harold put, Mary, I'm going to struggle because I like the relaxed dress code.
Oh, yeah.
I'm with you, Harold. I'm very much with you. On P&O, unfortunately, we have to take tuxedos because I have to take part in the, it's not dress to impress. Yeah, I know, yours fits you.
I got to say, when we were on Celebrity Millennium in 2010, I bought a tuxedo and the nice shiny black shoes, and it was ace. I wish I'd put a picture on now. And I haven't worn that tuxedo for 15 years. 15 years it's been in my cupboard. And P&O came round, celebration. Oh, I've lost weight. I might be able to wear that tuxedo. When you tried the tuxedo, it fits. I don't have to go out and buy a new one.
I was 26, 27 years old. I was skinny. I had hair. It doesn't fit me anymore.
So I'm back to what I was in 2010. So I'm really excited. I haven't got to go and splash out on a new tux.
I'm definitely with Harold there.
But I'm looking forward to wearing it again.
I'm not looking forward to him wearing it. Mary, I was informed from one of the managers that we are getting Mind Shift 3. Ooh, in 2026. Oh. Maybe that's what she meant. And they are looking to get rid of Explorer 2. Discovery is going to be adults only from this summer. See, we heard that Discovery is going to be adults only over the summer period only.
Yes.
As a trial to see what it's like.
Yes.
Interested to see about the Mind Shift because, well, we had Voyager from Mind Shift. It was, I can't remember which Mind Shift ship it was. But it'd be interesting because that will mean then that it's a shame they're getting rid of Explorer 2, though, because that will mean that they'll go back to this one adults only venture. Because I take it.
What do you mean they're getting rid of?
So she put there, they're getting rid of Explorer 2. Explorer 2 is the adults only. Right, if they get rid of that, that's one adults down.
Oh, right.
Discovery, if it does go to adults only, which sounds like it will if they're doing that, will Mind Shift 3 be adults only?
Well, we will have to keep an eye on this news because I think that has been the pattern: is that Mind Shift are get the new ships and Marella get their
it's the father company, isn't it? It's the big company.
Yeah, it's TUI owned Mind Shift. So, but why do people not go on Mind Shift cruises? Why has no one here been on a Mind Shift, or have you? Because we've talked about it. Well, it can't all be in German.
It is. I've seen videos.
Well, you can translate on your phone. But why? Because their new ships look amazing.
They do. They got some stuff.
And I'm just thinking, why can't we fly to Hamburg or somewhere? But
remember, though,
get on a Mind Shift.
Mind Shift is a luxury category of cruise ship.
Yes,
it's not.
No.
The same as Marella.
No, it's not budget.
No.
So yeah,
I don't know that word budget. I don't. It's like it's to me. No, it's not budget. It's because it's not. They're not cheap.
No. I don't like saying Marella's budget. I mean, where Marella sort of become budget is their amazing drinks package. That's because they can look a little bit more expensive initially, but when you add the drinks package on P&O, or then there's no comparison. Marella will come out cheaper, but they're not budget. You still pay. You should get what you pay for, and you're still paying a decent amount. Anyway, this is
Kevin. Annette, should I say? No. Well, this is a hard thing. I would take my own seasickness tablets anyway because they're dead expensive off the doctor. But we've been told on the last live or the live before that you can sometimes get free sickness tablets from reception if you're suffering. A green apple works. Ginger helps with nausea as well. But I would recommend you buying over-the-counter seasickness tablets. We bought them last time. They weren't expensive. Just taking them yourself.
We spoke to someone who'd been on a cruise, had seasickness, had to go and see the doctor there. And they were charged £100 for a few tablets. So it's well wise, take them. You probably won't need them. I mean, particularly, where are you going? Caribbean? I mean, the waters will be quite calm, but you probably won't need them. But don't sort of pre-guess that they will have tablets and give tablets away at reception, because we only had that off one person.
Just buy a box because they'll last you a long time.
Green apple a day not only keeps the doc away.
Right. B3, best of having tablets and not needing them. Exactly. B3. Totally agree there. Yeah. Neil Pollard, question. We're going on Marella Voyager Med back cruise in July. We have been on Marella before, but not Voyager. Can you recommend good things to do on Voyager? The lock-in. The lock-in and the heist
at the exchange.
The lock-in and the heist. To us, we loved it. Yeah. We got videos on it. If you want to go and have a check out our videos, defo do
amazing. We had 2 amazing nights, and our crew, the cast
Oh, they
were
were amazing.
absolutely fantastic. They sort of mixed outside of the shows, and we got on so well with them. We had a scream.
I say sailor with parties,
Yeah.
band jam, and they do, if they still do it, a murder mystery, which was really fun.
Oh yes, I wonder how that's come on, because it was new. It was something new, and the same people that did the lock-in and the exchange did the murder mystery. And you go walk around the ship. Dave had his little notebook to make notes.
I was proper, and I didn't need it.
Who so? No, it wasn't. It was more of a comedic thing, but it was fun and it was something different. The other thing, of course, is on the Voyager is, if you're going to do a speciality, don't miss Silver Fork. It was amazing. Yeah, we love Silver Fork.
Definitely. We're gonna have to move on, Michael.
Yeah. Good time. I know.
Harold put, what Joe, then we'll give free water to the premium. Well, we've spoken to them about this, and the water butts, because the fridges are gone now, you're going to get warm water. Basically, you can't do anything with. But the water butts generate cold water, so you'll have your carafe in your room. I don't like the carafe. We take our insulated bottles, we fill them up, and they're at our bedside at night time, and you got cold water all the time. Then it is a joke. I don't understand why, but water seems to be the tricky thing.
I think they're cutting back on the plastic, aren't they? It's the plastic situation. Yeah. So I think if you think that every sort of premium person had 1.5 litre bottle a day, that's a lot of bottles.
It is.
And also it's
and we never used ours. We went to the machine. So we just had these 1.5 bottles of water.
Yes, but why didn't we use them? We didn't use them because on Discovery 2 we didn't have a fridge.
Yeah.
And so they were delivered to your cabin each evening, and we had them lining up because they were warm. So why would you have those when you could go with your water bottle down to the water station and get ice cold water? And of course, if you take your flask, it will stay ice cold all night.
So talking about which Adson's put, it's on the booking form. If it's currently on there, this is what we've been told. Whether it's true or not, we don't know. If it's currently on there and you book it with it on there, it should be honoured by the time you go on. They are phasing it out. Just double check though, before, if you're booking premium purely based on that, check first.
Yeah.
Because we've been told by the agency that they don't.
And I can definitely say that the Into the Drink booklet has a cross, which means chargeable for everyone. So you can get it, but you'll pay for it whether you're premium or not, according to the Into the Drink book.
Yeah.
Donna!
Well,
you're never too late, Donna. As long as you're in now, that's all that matters. She's all right.
Right then, Robert. I want to say
no fridge. See, they've all gone.
They have gone. I get it. I understand why they're doing it.
Somebody said this to me the other day, and I thought we do exactly the same thing because they don't give you much milk in the cabins. We used to get a cup full of milk from the restaurant, bring it down, put it in our fridge, and that's what we will miss. You know, that you're not going to be able to bring milk down from.
It was basically that, and if we were on really, really early excursions, we'd have our breakfast, but we'd have, because obviously that snack shack doesn't open, we'd take sandwiches and put them in our fridge. They don't like that, because then we'd have our lunch for the day.
Yeah,
and we weren't buying lunch on the excursion.
If we were going off the ship, we would take it off with us.
So right then, B3, the one excursion I wanted was Death in Paradise on Guadeloupe. It was very popular when we were but it was sold out before I booked my cruise. Sadly, get in when you can is the lesson I learned.
Exactly.
Remember though, if it's booked out with Marella, check around because there might be private companies that do that same excursion and it might be a lot cheaper.
I mean, that is a massive show, Death in Paradise, and it is a very popular excursion. So yes, if you want to do that, make sure you pre-book it and as soon as you can, because it will sell out. But as Dave says, there are local companies that may offer you the same sort of tour. So as long as they've got the cancellation policy up to 24 hours before you're there, in case because I have heard recently Guadeloupe was cancelled. Probably because of weather or something along that line. So I don't know, but you can always get a change of schedule or something. So make sure if you book a local tour that one, the timing that it gets you back in plenty of time, and two, that it's got a good cancellation policy.
And TripAdvisor, because no offense, this is their main income. They do it all the time. If they've got a good TripAdvisor, they're good. They're going to be good. And can I just quickly say, it looks like I've got some sort of like Halo.
How's that quality tonight? Because we were really disappointed again, weren't we, with the quality on our last one.
I hope
it looks good on here, but
right,
who knows?
Alan, isn't your mate John a mind of it? John is like insane information. John knows everything. He's really good to have on board. Shim's not in tonight.
Yeah, Alan's very good. Have a look closely. I do know why. I'll tell you later.
Many of our group
Hi, Alan. Good to have you.
reporting double charging on Voyager. Yeah, it happened to. Well, no, it didn't happen on Voyager for us, but we can see how it happens.
Did.
Yeah.
We learned the lesson that definitely keep an eye on your account. You can do it on the Navigate app. Keep an eye on it and certainly you need to be checking it the day before you leave. Charge Apple Watch. Okay. You need to check it the day before so you've got time to go to reception and sort it out, because sometimes they do double.
This is a reminder.
Put the amount down.
Right, we're going to have to move on.
Yes. Okay. Well, we can go 10 minutes over.
Right.
Be quick.
So, Mandy, B3, sometimes you can book on board. There are sometimes cancellations. We were lucky on a recent cruise to do that. So, worth it. Keep looking beforehand and on board too. Yeah, they do have cancellations. They do have things pop up.
Yeah, it's a good point, Mandy. Thank you. Yeah. So, yes, always go and check when you get on the ship because there could be cancellations.
Harold Betterson, question: do you have a snorkel adapter? Yes, I did, but I broke. So I had the snorkel piece with it on the front, but unfortunately, I broke the attachment there. But I only used it once. We went to the Red Sea years ago. I used my GoPro then, but I hand hold everything. I'm a bit scared.
I got a head one.
You got a head one. Do you remember the snorkel you bought with Christmas? It was a snorkel.
Yes, it was really good. Yeah,
good. Billy, B3, keep checking with reception for cancellations. Definitely. Harold, how's the iPhone compared to the GoPro? They do different things. The GoPro is more, everyone's got a phone on them all the time in their pocket. So you've got a camera on hand. You've got to take the GoPro with you if you wanted that sort of footage. However, I feel safe with the GoPro. They used to use them on Formula 1 cars. You could drop them, smash them, they will not break. You drop that, it's going to break.
And the thing is with them, I mean, this is obviously for the Action 5, which is even easier to pull on and off. But there are so many different attachments. You can put them on your bike. You can put them on your helmet. You can put them on your chest. I've got one that goes on my head. There's all sorts of attachments. You can get the Gorilla Pods. I mean, I'm looking forward to the fjords because we've got the balcony. I'm going to put the Gorilla Pod around our balcony and leave it on time lapse. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what that does.
Defo. B3, thanks, Mandy and Billy. Just Tom, you can lose the Neo if the wind is strong. Yes, they're not great. These are designed for fair weather droning. And the higher you go, the more windy it gets. So just be mindful. However, they are meant to be very indestructible because they're caged, so they can blow into things and hit things and fall. And
I have watched a video on YouTube of a chap trying to destroy it, and you would be absolutely amazed how many times it was flown into tree trunks, brick walls, seaside cliffs, and he could not destroy it. That is it absolutely shocked me. Yes, it is very light. It's not going to hurt anybody, which I like. And you don't have to send it massive distances. What I like about this is I can launch it from my hand and it can, it doesn't need to go a long way. It will follow me and it just gives a different aspect to your filming. I'm blethering.
He's blethering.
I love it.
Cruising the Whites, which camera would you recommend for your own collection, guys?
I would love to get a proper.
You want a DSLR, don't you?
I do.
We see some of the big vloggers using DSLRs. Yeah. For me, though, it is like this is discreet. So, like a phone or a small camera is very discreet. A massive DSLR on a thing, and everyone's looking at you. And no offense, I still get a little bit when I'm around lots of people because people don't like to be filmed. I just feel it's a bit more discreet. So for me, it's always a GoPro.
And I talk to myself anyway. So when I'm walking around the ship talking, I don't care.
I mean, look at it.
I'll never see these people again.
It's tiny to do that. You can't see it.
If anything, though, I have loved for the last 10 years, I have loved my iPhone because it's amazing the pictures that a phone can take. So nearly everything that I have done has been done on here. It's only now that I want to start trying to improve and film in a different way. So now that I've got sort of the action camera, I'm hoping to start using that. It'll link up easy with our microphone and just try and improve our quality. But I think ultimately I would like another either a Sony or a Canon again.
There you go. How do you flip from front shot to rear shot of the GoPro 10? It's all done naturally. So it's on the back, and then when you do this, it shows you anyway. So it's all done naturally. You don't have to press anything. It's just there.
What? So if you film forward and then film yourself?
Yes. Yeah, so if you turn the camera to you, You can see what you're filming on the front camera, on the front. Is that what you mean?
No, well, how do you flip it without? So I can on here because with the DJI Action, I have got this, which has got record. So I can walk around and just hit the record button. But I've also got the flip button there. So if I wanted to flip it landscape, portrait, or front or back, I just press the button. But obviously that's got to be plugged into it to work. So
yeah, but that's not the camera. That's the actual mechanism. What about the camera?
Yeah, but
I think he means how do you like turn around and see yourself on the front, and you just turn it.
Okay,
and it's done naturally.
Well, I hope you've read that wrong because that's not how I read it.
But you talk about the camera. That's not the camera.
No, but it flips the camera around. It's connected to the camera.
Anyway,
so if I click that button, the camera goes.
I hope that's answered it for you. Right, Smithy family, thanks for the talk on the camera. It's very helpful. Del and Cheryl.
Oh, Del and Cheryl, how you doing? Good to have you
Cheryl.
with us again. It was you that prompted it, so there we go. We've done it.
Mandy, glad you enjoyed Discovery 2. We're on here her on the 20th of April. Looking forward to seeing the atrium. We loved it. It was about 3 years ago though, but I can't change that much.
The atrium's lovely, and I love seeing the lifts go up and down. It's just like amazing, and be sure to go the last night when all the crew come on, and it's a nice place to have it. Really place. And we didn't say on Discovery 2, well worth doing the afternoon tea, the great musical afternoon tea. It's really good on Discovery 2.
Stuart echoes that. They loved it. Yeah,
excellent.
Stuart McCullough Venture is mid-sized. We got engaged in it.
Mind you, I'm surprised Stuart can remember it.
I know with the amount of cruise they've done.
Cruising they've done. We're not jealous.
Dave, you don't have to wear a tuxedo. Just restrict to some venues. Suit or jacket is fine. Plenty of casual venues.
No, if I'm wearing a tux, is.
To be fair though, Stuart, I need to get a tux because I do want to at some point do like a Silver Seas posh.
You paying for it?
Yeah. Or even a Cunard. I feel like on a Cunard it would be nice to wear a tux for that sort of classic vibe. Mandy has put, do you know when in summer Discovery is going adult only? We're on her 29th July. Would be great to know.
I would presume it's on the turnover. So is it usually about April, May?
I'm not sure.
Because I'm not sure where Discovery is at the moment. I think it's in the Caribbean, isn't it? So when which one was coming back on that big cruise that I saw? I don't know, but I would have thought it would be April, May time. But if I got the book, we haven't got time really now. But it would be in the brochure, and unfortunately, I think it'd take too much time to go and find out.
Harold has put Robbie Williams on German TUI ships. Ooh, is he? He's gone a bit down there. He's doing cruise ships. Yeah, I'll say that though. Gary Barlow wasn't on. He's going to show.
So there's lots of angels at the moment on Mein Schiff there.
Okay. Sam and Jeff, Aventura and Azura are smaller ships.
There you go. Then. Yeah, I think we'd like to try one of their smaller ones.
Mein Schiff, everything is written in German, including the signs. However, also higher quality food and bigger section menu-wise. I've looked at the videos. They're a much higher level ship.
But again, can't you with the phone just put it into the translation and it'll translate it for you?
Oh, no,
so all their menus in German.
That'd be horrible, Mick.
Yeah, Aurora is a small ship. Yeah. So yeah, I'd like to try that one. Yeah, I think we'll skip Mein Schiff then.
Andy loves Pinot Aurora. Donna Cooper, thank you.
You're welcome, Donna.
Patricia, I'm going first time in May. I suffer from anaphylaxis. Oh, and I'm dead nervous. Travel agents have made them aware, but still jittery. What's the buffet like for supervision? They do ask every time, but in the restaurants for any allergies. So that's one good thing. Hopefully,
and everything should be
cross contamination. No, buffets are always dodgy, Patricia, because you don't know who's. Yeah. You know, let's say for example, if your anaphylaxis is really, really extreme when it comes to touch, if someone might have touched something before, then touched the ladle of something, just be careful.
Which ship are you going on?
It's because
the Voyager wouldn't be a problem because it's all served in the kitchen, so it's a great ship because you don't get people helping themselves. The other thing I would say is that when you go into the restaurants, try and stick to the same waiters and waitresses. We were always asked wherever we sat, have you got any allergies? Yeah. And they're very good at asking you that. But I think if you stuck to the same waiters and waitresses, they would get to know even more the importance.
Patricia's put statue of cabin shoots for extra milk. If you are a T Jenny, we are. The only reason why we were taking milk in is because they give you the sachets, and I like fresh cold milk.
But you couldn't, although they are around a lot of the time, they weren't always there. So we just like to have it in the fridge, so we got a bit more.
I want to say Leon. I was going to say
Leon,
Yayan. I don't know why. I was going to say Yayan. It's been back in Wales. We are recently back from Explore around the Canaries and experienced 3 meter swells. Oh, free seasickness tablets were available for those who needed them. Under calmer seas, they are chargeable by the doctor.
Right. So if it gets too bad.
Yeah, that's good info.
So Leon, when we, I wonder what P&O's policy is then, because when we're going across the North Sea.
Well, that last video we saw on it from, who were the 2 lads we watched? Pete and Dom. Yeah. They did a video really good. They had like lake calm seas.
Yeah, I always like that when we go. But yeah, anyway, that's really good. So if it's a lot of swell and it's bad, then it sounds like they will give them out free at reception. But I would still say take your own. It's far better.
Lynn and Dave are in. Hi guys, Lynn and Dave.
Oh, Lynn and Dave, they told me they were in there. I wasn't sure you would be able to make it. Sat on the balcony with a bottle of red. There's room for us too.
I know, I'm good.
All I've had is Coke.
I hope you're loving it though. I hope you're loving it. It's not bad weather over there like here. Alan, Alan's account. Can't believe I didn't.
I forgot to tell you. I forgot to tell you. I know. I forgot to tell you.
There we go. John's not in the room.
I know. I forgot to tell you, but there we go.
My bad. Mary, sorry guys, I've got to get going.
Thank you, Mary. Really? How far have we got to go?
It's Mike because he blethers. Patricia, Discovery, Alison. You could use a small thermos bottle to put your milk in to keep it cold.
That's true. Oh, yeah,
guys, thank you so much for joining us.
End? Brilliant.
That's it. We've loved it.
Oh, we've got our big news. We've got our big news. I am so excited because we, in our next live on Sunday, the 2nd of March, are having our first ever guest. Right. Do you want to put the picture up? We have got Ron Critter, who is coming to talk with us. He is going to come on video and hi to you and your lovely wife, Lucy, tonight, because I know that you are watching. We are so excited that you just come back from a fortnight's cruise on Marella Explorer 2. Apparently, you've been on the ship before and you love it. You've done the Colours of the Caribbean and the Caribbean Classic Cruises, which are the Dominican Republic ones. And I know Ron went whale watching, so I'm really excited to hear about
Questions will be asked.
So in 2 weeks' time, come and join us and Ron, and we're going to be talking Marella Explorer 2, and also we're going to be talking the Colours of the Caribbean and Caribbean Classic Cruises. We're going to find out everything that Ron and Lucy have been up to. Probably not quite everything, but we're going to hopefully hear a lot of their holiday stories, what they thought of Explorer 2, and hopefully it's something new for us. We're going to try and test it beforehand. We hope it goes well, but Ron and Lucy, thanks ever so much. And Ron, we're really looking forward to welcoming you on. So something for us to really look forward to.
Okay, guys. So unfortunately, we haven't got any more time for questions, but we will make a note of these questions here, and we will be back with you next in 2 weeks' time, and we will answer those for you. Thank you so much. If you're not subscribed to our channel, please, it doesn't cost you anything. Subscribe, like our content.
Oh yes, definitely like,
and get ready for.
And if you have got a favourite photo or a little video clip that you would love us to put on our Facebook page, then I would love to receive them. Just send them to midatravel@icloud.com. And I will just put a little bit of information where the picture was took, and obviously whatever you want, put it on the picture, and I will put it on our Facebook page. And I would love to be able to do that. So send me your favourite pictures.
Right. And on that note, good night, everybody, and
good night, everyone.
Happy cruising,
and keep watching. I'll let you know whether I've booked that solo cruise.